Alright guys, how's it going? It is Thursday, the 30th of September 2021 and you're watching KopTalk.tv in association with footballclubshares.com, where you can buy real shares in real football clubs. That's right, and you can be a peasant like me. You don't have to be minted like Roman Abramovich or John Henry or anything like that. No. So what we're going to talk about today, two things actually. First of all, Liverpool scouts were out last night and they were at a Champions League time. Where is it? I've lost it. They were at the game between Benfica and Barcelona. All right. And they were officially in attendance as well. So, it's not like a rumor or anything like that. It's a registered visit, if you like. So that's the first thing. So I don't know if any of you got any, ideas that you might want to put forward in the comments. The next thing that I really wanted to talk to you today was to bring this player to your attention called Florian Wirtz, or Wirtz, I don't know. He is a German, so Florian Richard Wirtz, okay. You might have seen his name crop up in the last few days. Liverpool scouts have previously watched him before. We've been given a little mention. And to be honest with you, I spent most of the morning looking at some videos of him again, just to jog my memory. And there's one on YouTube called "Florian Wirtz is a future world-class player." This was, I think it was uploaded earlier this month. Wirtz, okay, I'm going to spell his name in case you want to go and look for it. Florian, Florian, Wirtz, Wirtz. And Florian Wirtz is a future world-class player. The one that I saw of him previously was one uploaded by Bundesliga, the official channel, which was Florian Wirtz, the new Kai Havertz, 5 goals at just 17. And that was 7 months ago. But this new one is pretty good. And I think you should go and have a look at him because Liverpool have taken a look at him before. Whether or not they've got any real interesting at the moment, I'm not so sure, but I would imagine they have. There was an article published in the Mirror newspaper. German wonder kid Florian Wirtz is complete package and wanted by Premier League giants. This was published earlier this week, I think, and it says Man City, Manchester United, Chelsea, Liverpool and Arsenal are all thought to be among his list of admirers, along with German champions Bayern Munich. So I'll tell you a little bit about him. He was born on the 3rd of May 2003. He's 18 years of age. He was born in Germany. He's classed as an attacking midfielder. He currently plays for Bayer Leverkusen and wears the number 27 shirt. He started his youth career at FC Köln, and then that was 2010 to 2020, and in 2020 he moved to the youth setup at Bayer Leverkusen. And almost immediately he became a senior there. He's played for the Germany under 15s, under 16s, under 17s, under 21s, and has been capped 3 times by Germany. It says here, regarded as a big upcoming talent in German football, he joined the youth team of FC Köln in 2010, where he remained until he was signed by Bayer Leverkusen in January 2020. After impressing for the under 17s team, he made his senior professional debut for Leverkusen in the Bundesliga on the 18th of May 2020, starting in an away match against Werder Bremen. In doing so, he overtook Kai Havertz as Leverkusen's youngest player to debut in the league at the age of 17 years and 15 days. I won't go on to read every single thing about that, it's a bit boring, but it says he did score his first goal for Leverkusen in the 89th minute of a 2-4 home loss against Bayern Munich in June 2020, which made him the youngest goal scorer in Bundesliga history at the age of 17 years and 34 days. Although I do think that record has since been surpassed. He signed a contract extension with the club on the 23rd of December 2020, extending his deal until 2023. Blah, blah, blah. He received his first call up to the senior team for the 2022 FIFA World Cup qualifiers in March 2021, and he made his debut on the 2nd of September 2021 in a World Cup qualifier against Liechtenstein a 2-0 away victory. He substituted Joshua Kimmich in the 82nd minute. It says he's an attacking midfielder, although he can also play wide on the left or as an inverted winger. He has a marked offensive mindset and is a very dynamic midfielder who covers a lot of ground. His parents are his agents. This is important because I was looking for this information for you. Whenever we're linked with a player or a player is flagged up, I like to see who represents who the agency or the agent is, because obviously if Liverpool have got players on the books of that agent or agency, or they've maybe done a transfer recently or something, it can be positive, it can be helpful. It can also go the opposite direction, because there's certain agents Liverpool don't want to work with. But it says here his parents are his agents. His father, Hans Joachim, is also the chairman of Grün-Weiß Brauweiler, the club that Wirtz played for as a child before joining Köln. His eldest sister, Julianne, is a professional footballer at women's football. They have to get women's football in it somewhere. The fucking women's fucking football. She made her women's Bundesliga debut at the age of 16 and represented Germany at youth level. All right, Julianne, let's have a look. Julianne Wirtz. I just want to see if she's fit. I don't give a fuck if she can play football or not, to be honest with you. Let's have a look. Oh, I put worst. The worst. Fucking hell. Julianne Wirtz. Oh, yeah, she's alright, actually, yeah. Have I taken my blood pressure tablets this morning? I can't remember. That's I won't kick her out of bed if she farted. Anyway, where was I? Right, Florian Wirtz. Let's go back. This is the page I want to look at. So we know that his father. It says his parents represents him, but it's his old man that really deals with all the dealings, from what I understand, of having looked into him. Contract expires. It says 2026 here. I thought it was 2023. I'm sure I just read 2023. And there's a news article. Maybe it's extended again. When does it say contract expires? This says last contract May 3rd, 2021. So anyway, I don't think that's really that important. But obviously it can affect value and conditions and things like that. But the news article that I read today was saying basically that these clubs that are interested in will probably go for him in 2023. But anyway, it says contract expires 2026. Maybe we can have a quick look and see if we can find that for you. Florian Wirtz contract. Let's put extension and see if... let's have a look. It's on Bundesliga.com, so I'm going with that. Right, so this is interesting. Okay, right. So it looks like he extended his contract in the December of 2020, which we discussed before, and then in May this year, almost straight away within a few months, he extended again. Let's have a nose at this. I might be boring you to death, but it's important. I need to know myself. He extended his contract with Bayer Leverkusen through to the 30th of June 2026, committing to switch to the club on the day of his 18th birthday. That's why it changed. Right, there we go. Right, okay. Right, we don't need to read all that shite. He's made fantastic progress in his 18 months here, said Leverkusen's managing director of sport, Rudi Voller. Do you remember him? His outstanding talent was there for all to see, and it meant we had high hopes. When we signed him as a 16-year-old in early 2020, then again, we didn't expect him to become a key figure in our first team, given his young age and the fact that he's still working towards his high school diploma. It's an extraordinary achievement. If he keeps this up, he'll become a true leader in the next few years, one of the pillars of our team. Okay, so basically, why am I recording this video? Because I think that there could be something in this, in the sense of ongoing observation, right? Because earlier in the year, his name was mentioned with us with Liverpool scouts and stuff like that. We're now starting to see, he's obviously made some progress. There's been a few reports, but the reports are very generic. The usual, Man City, Man United, Arsenal, Chelsea, Liverpool, the linked. They just throw the names in there. But I think this is the kind of player that Jurgen Klopp would be watching. And the reason that I'm telling you about him is, if you don't know anything about him, I would like you to go and have a look on YouTube if you can be asked. Florian Wirtz, W-I-R-T-Z. and just have a look at him. You know, he's called a wonder kid. I hate it when they use those names and references. I'm just trying to see if there's anything here more I could tell you. He still lives with his family. He joined Cologne in 2010, age 7. Worked his way through the ranks of his local club, and was described by the local newspaper there at the time as the best midfielder to come through the club in 30 years. Interest came from Bayern, Borussia Dortmund, Leipzig, and it says here, and even English Premier League side Liverpool. Now, this is quite an important bit. This is on Bundesliga.com. This is not a speculative publication or reference point, if that makes sense. So, and Liverpool are the only club mentioned here, and I think that gives it some credibility. Okay, mentions Liverpool after he played a vital role in Cologne's under-17 team, winning the German Championship in 2019. He did score. Blah blah blah. He's become an integral part of the team. Blah blah blah. Plays a bit like Julian Brandt, it says here. We know he's been called up to Germany. What are they saying? Let's have a look. Leverkusen's head of youth, Simon Rolfs, was once quoted as saying, I knew a lot of clubs were interested, and then we thought that before he went anywhere else, let's try to get him to join us and stay at home. I've known the player since he was 14. Okay, that's boring. Leverkusen's head coach Peter Bosz on his debut versus Bremen. He was important to us, that's why I'm making an exception to speak about one player specifically. He played well right from the off, kept the ball well and pushed forward well too. It's always something special when you make a debut, especially when you're 17. All in all, it was a good performance by him. He wasn't nervous. Leverkusen sporting director Rudi Voller, again, we showed Florian the sporting benefits he could gain with us, and certainly also the benefits from the fact that in the past we gave many young players such as Kai Havertz, Julian Brandt or Benjamin Henrichs the chance to play in the Champions League from an early age. Turned down Leverkusen as a young kid. He was widely regarded as one of the most exciting young players in Germany. He was hailed as the brightest German prospect in the under-17 category when he was handed the Gold Fritz Walter Medal. He said at the time, it was definitely a nice feeling. I've really been looking forward to having it in my hands. Winning this medal was a long-term goal of mine. Getting this recognition means a lot to me. And I think that that period there is where we assume Klopp has gone, hello, what's going on here? So that's where I think our interest has started from. Obviously, the boss is going to, his knowledge of German football and his contacts in the game, etc. They'll be seeing all these kids, won't they? Anyway, an exam, that's because of his young age, a school exam made him miss a Europa League type game against Slavia Prague last year. And the youngster had a teacher with him when he was with the senior national team in March. I mean, that's brilliant. I love stuff like that. Don't need that. Compared with Havertz, he's admitted that his ex-teammate is an inspiration to him. He once said, in training, I try to emulate how he acts in front of goal and how he moves between the spaces. It's an incentive for me to become even better than Kai. I like that attitude. I always want to be the best and I hate to lose. Now, is a former academy, let's have a look, former FC Cologne academy boss and sporting director John Jacobs. He once said, he's an exceptional talent. He has a combination of potential and extreme determination, which is extremely rare. I have rarely seen an offensive player who works so hard at tracking back, despite the fact that he could rely solely on his offensive qualities, if that was Rafa talking. He wants to win every defensive duel as well, and that makes him a complete player. He says Flo can do everything. He has a lot of witty playfulness, great technique, fantastic. He eats well, he sleeps well. That was my brand. Technique, incredible playing intelligence. He's fast with the ball and he's a good dribbler. If he stays healthy, he's at least in the same category as Havertz. He's had the corona, he's had the Rona during the 2021 season, which forced him to miss some games. And he had this is a key point here. This is a very important key point that he has a soft spot for Barcelona. He once said, as a little boy, I always wanted to play for Barcelona. Nothing has changed in this regard. But until then, I have some time. Well, that's just fucking ruined my video, hasn't it? No, because we don't know. Barcelona may never go for him. The opportunity may never present himself. But these are really important things. Because if we do go for a play like this, and we know that they've got a soft spot, if you like, for another team, and that team comes in, you know that you're facing difficulty. And from what I've researched today, I don't think I've seen Barcelona mentioned. But anyway, anything could change. The player's not available at the moment. We won't let anyone talk to us in this regard, said Voller earlier this year, in terms of anyone having any interest in him. He said Florian will stay. We won't let anyone talk to us in this regard. And obviously he is under contract until 2026, which we have learned during this video. Okay guys, that's all. I don't mention, like every single fucking link with us. I just mention the ones that I've heard before and it makes sense. And although there's nothing that we know that could be going on, excuse me, I think that you should have a look on YouTube, have a look at him and listen out for reports over him over the coming years, because I think we will hear about this lad for sure. For sure. For sure. Right, I'm off. What else was I going to tell you? Don't know. You can follow this YouTube channel on Twitter, KopTalk TV, one word, and also on Facebook, KopTalk TV. All right, and me at Duncan Oldham and at Duncan Oldham on Instagram. Yeah. All right, guys, that's it. Done. Listen, I'm off to England very soon. I haven't been for 2 years. I'm going to see my family. I'm absolutely buzzing. I haven't seen my kids, my son, my daughter, my grandson, rest of my family for almost 2 years. So I will be going over there soon. Maybe going for a little sherbet if you're around. You know what I'm saying? If you're in the north of England, maybe we could go out, share a beer or something like that. So I'm not fucking buying. No, I'm not buying. Right, guys, take care. And to those of you that support my YouTube channel, you've joined the channel. Thank you very much for supporting me. And we'll speak soon, guys. All right, take care. All right.